So I've gone with the same group of guys to wrestling shows for over 25 years now, and it's always been our thing. And as we got older, it changed, and sometimes the kids would come to the big WWE shows, but indie shows were always for me and the boys. Well, the pandemic happens, and there's no indie shows. And, well, unfortunately, over the course of the pandemic, one of our group of 5 passed away in a car accident. And the first show back at this local indie, they have seats reserved for us and our friend that passed away. So we had to take our seats and then make an announcement during the show that the seat he always had there at the show would be empty for as long as they run shows in honor of him. And it all touched us a lot, and it really made us feel like part of the wrestling family, and it showed us that sometimes, man, wrestling is really cool.
Well, I'm very, very sorry for your loss. 25 years, that's such a cool bond. As someone myself who has kept in touch with my high school friends still to this day, I'm in my 40s. Like, I understand how important that bond is, and I love that that was your thing. You went to that show. I love what the wrestling promotion did for you and will continue to do for you. It reminds me a lot of the promotions that I started wrestling in when I first started. The two that come to my mind are Mid-American Wrestling, ran by Carmine Desperto out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and IWA Mid-South, ran out of the outskirts of Louisville, Kentucky, by Ian Rotten. And there was just always people. For IWA Mid-South, it was the Barn. There was people that we knew, the Hawaiian shirt guy, Donna, Backdoor Beezy, which now that I think about maybe wasn't the sweetest name, but I think she owned up to that name. Like, that was her nickname, whatever it might be. These were the people that came to the show. Same with Mid-American Wrestling. Neil Stefik, Amanda, these people were just at every show. It was just a part of the culture. It was a part of the community. And I remember in IWA Mid-South when Old Man Charlie passed away. He was an old man. His name was Charlie. He was at every show, and he was always at the same seat. And so they had Old Man Charlie's seat at every show. Couldn't sit in it. It was reserved for him. And I think back on that nostalgically, thinking how great that was, what a great memory it was for me. And people will have that now for your friend, and they will remember you 5 as a group, I'm sure, coming to the shows for years. You guys are probably a staple in the wrestling community. So it's very cool that they're keeping that seat for it, and I'm sure it will be treasured and honored, and sure, maybe a heel will get some heat with it one day, but your friend would love it. It's all part of the show. So thanks for sharing, and I'm sorry about your loss. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcast, go subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.